Hey everybody, here's your last few slides of Cincinnati history, slides 33 through 35. Next week we will be talking about Cincinnati government. So the first slide is titled Cincinnati Today. Today we have 945,000 residents. So we have about 300,000 residents in Cincinnati today. And about 50% of those people are white, and about 45% of them are African American. This is a big difference from 100 years ago in the 1800s, like we were talking about before. There are 52 neighborhoods in Cincinnati. Cincinnati is the 67th biggest U.S. city by population. We have 3 professional sports teams with renewed development in Over the Rhine, the Central Business District, and at the Banks. And Cincinnati is the government seat of Hamilton County. This slide talks about Greater Cincinnati. I wanted to talk about this because I know this is something we all hear and sometimes people get confused about it. So, the Cincinnati metropolitan area, which is also known as Greater Cincinnati or the Tri-State, is an area that includes counties in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. It is officially called the Cincinnati Middletown, Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana Metropolitan Statistical Area by the U.S. Census. Wow, that is a very complicated name, but a really common name for the same area is Greater Cincinnati. Not graters like the ice cream, but greater like in bigger, Greater Cincinnati. In 2010, this area, the MSA, had a population of 2,114,580 residents, making it the 29th most populous MSA in the country and the largest in Ohio. So take that, Columbus and Cleveland. And many people who say they are from Cincinnati don't actually live in the city itself or even in the state of Ohio. So for example, if I'm from, Green Township, and technically I live in the neighborhood of Mack South, and you ask me, hey, where are you from? And I say Mack South, you're going to look at me and say, where the heck is that? So a lot of times I'm just going to say, I'm from Cincinnati. And then people will know, they'll have an idea of where I'm from. Not everybody is familiar with all of the suburbs and townships and outlying areas and counties and neighborhoods outside of this city. It's just too much to know. So, continuing our talk about Greater Cincinnati includes suburbs like Greene, Anderson, and Westchester townships. It includes cities like Mason, Cheviot, Norwood, and Hamilton, and counties like Claremont in Ohio, Dearborn in Indiana, and Campbell in Kentucky. So let's talk about a few of these things. So the first one mentions suburbs like Greene, Anderson, and Westchester townships. What is a township? Well, a township is another kind of division of government. In this case, it's a division of the county, and it's kind of somewhere between a village and a city. So they still have some services, like they take care of roads, they might collect trash, they have schools, but they don't have all of the services that a city does, and they're not quite as organized as a city, and yet you still have the services of being part of the government. And so many of these areas, whether they're suburbs or cities or counties, are within the 275 loop. I-275 is an interstate loop. It goes through Ohio, and then on the west, it ducks into Indiana for just a little bit. Then it goes south through Kentucky, and then it goes east and it comes back in Ohio near Riverbend, and it goes north. So if you're inside or around this loop, you would definitely say that you're part of the Greater Cincinnati area. And actually, if you ever get a chance, when you get a car, or maybe if you go out with your parents or somebody else, it's not a bad day trip to just drive the 275 loop. It takes a while, but it's an interesting drive because you'll see all different parts of Cincinnati, and you might see something that you didn't know was there before. Okay, folks, so that is the end of our history slides. Next week, we'll focus on the organization of the city government. Use that information to answer the questions. Good luck.